Hey, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Pyre Community RITE Night, which means of course some good old-fashioned multiplayer Pyre, featuring first and foremost none other than the members of the RITE Club Discord server, the place for all things multiplayer Pyre. And if you're interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, then the best way to do so is by joining the RITE Club Discord server, which you can do by clicking on that link right there. But those of you in chat, you are not off the hook. No, because you see the red circle with the white L below chat? You click on that and you'll find all the various requests that you can make today, including things ranging from selecting players, exiles, masteries, songs, arenas, even Titan Stars are all fair game. So, without further ado, let's hop into versus mode here. We'll set ourselves back to our defaults. But let me know if there is anyone who would like to get us started, as I will jump into said Discord group. How's everybody doing? Has anyone ever seen Jodariel and Santa in the same room? You might be onto something. Any other discoveries we've been making in chat? And I wrote her got your first 2 ascendancy points. Very nice, congratulations. In the world of Path of Exile 2, exciting stuff that just came out. We've been having a lot of fun with that as well. Lilac, Ansa, Frost King, Blue, Phaler. I wrote her, of course. Alright, Lilac is interested. Let me get you an invite. Are you on Steam right now? Camilo, how are you? Not going to walk the path to exile? I mean, oddly enough, seemingly every game that I play in some way, shape, or form involves exiles, to the point where in the few games that I play that do not involve exiles, I've oftentimes accidentally referred to characters as exiles, even if there's no mention of exiles at all in that game. Blue, if you want to jump in. What's my favorite exile in Marvel Rivals? I am not familiar with Marvel Rivals at all. I also am not sure if they are referred to as exiles in that game, or if only I would refer to them as exiles in that game.
Let me get Steam pulled up and see if that fixes the problem. Also,
okay. Hello. Camilo, I think you are only the second person to express interest, so I think that means you can hop in here as the other person playing.
Do you think you know who is gonna be here?
I don't know.
If you say, I'm worried that if I say his name that it will summon him.
Only time will tell.
Okay, Steam. Oh wow, Steam is actually opening. That's a first.
That is an encouraging sign, dare I say.
Mm-hmm.
No worries, Blue.
I've said this multiple times before, but I think I need a new PC.
Oh. Yeah, and Blue, if you want to hop in later on and, just either not join the voice chat or you can mute yourself in the voice chat, that's totally fine. By no means do you need to be all talkative in the voice chat. That's optional. Whatever works for you.
That's being talkative is my job.
Yeah, whatever works for you. It looks like we might have a couple people who can get in initially here anyway, but if you'd like to swap in later on, let us know.
Okay, I think I have Steam open, so I should be online. Hello.
Okay, I
Right.
theoretically sent you an invite already, I think, but...
Okay, I got it. Excellent. Excellent.
But yeah, hopefully, you know, especially if you're trying to heal up, then of course, Blue, do not feel obliged to talk.
Please rest. Please rest. We need you to be strong so you can draw more Oralek.
Okay, so let me start setting you guys up here. This one will be Lilac. This one, Camilo. Huh? Right? That's my reaction, Blue. I see the arena request. I see the emote.
Well, what do you think it means?
Not
What do you
sure I
think it
understand
means?
how those two things relate to one another.
It makes perfect sense. What do you think it
Dog.
means?
I mean, the leader of the Fate is a dog. The Fate's home arena is the Spring of Jomir, so that's probably my first guess. It's also the arena of the scribe Jomir.
Yes. So, dog.
But maybe it means the Volusolium? I don't know.
What does that have to do with dogs?
I am not sure, but that was Phaler's idea.
But yes, it is Spring of Jomir.
Okay.
Teehee.
Okay, and Frost King is also coming in with the exile request. Pick a bog crone first.
Just because there is a dog at the Fall of Solium does not mean that it is the dog arena. So.
There's every class, every character at the.
And the game technically says that curs are dog-like creatures. So, that's also a good point.
He is not technically a dog. He is only dog-like, but they are distinct.
That's kind of scary when you think about it.
So
yeah.
If they have the concept of dog-like, is there a different species that are like actual dogs?
I mean, there must be, right? How can you be dog-like but not a dog if there aren't also separate things called dogs somewhere in the Pyre universe?
Yeah.
Where those dogs are, I don't know.
Do curs keep dogs as pets?
I also was thinking it, but chose not to say it. But yes, that does pose some troubling questions.
That's gonna eventually come out, you know.
Yeah.
Blue drew that one time. Rookie with a pet dog.
Camilo, which triumvirate would you like to be today?
Today, I'm feeling fate.
Okay.
Keeping with the dog theme.
Now we're asking the really thought-provoking questions.
God.
Lower form, you say. Well, that's not very nice to the dogs. Don't let the dogs hear you say that.
Yeah.
Could there be like a former species known as dog, and then the curse came like with time? I don't know. It's weird.
Hey, Lids, I think I've asked you this before. Have you watched the movie called The Lorax?
The movie, I don't know, but it's originally a Dr. Seuss book.
Correct.
Which
Are you
I'm
familiar
sure I
with the
read once.
Are you familiar with a character called the One Slur?
Is that sort of like the main character dude? The guy who has like the the scruffy mustache and his...
No.
Oh, no? Never mind.
No,
That's the Lorax.
That is... Okay, I thought that was the Lorax, but I thought we had this
That's
conversation a few weeks ago.
I genuinely can't remember.
We definitely have already had this conversation, yes.
Okay, well, I was going
What
to say...
is going on?
One of my friends, we were, like, sharing art in the Supergiant server. One of my friends drew, Manly as the one slur.
Yeah, it doesn't really mean anything to me, because the only character that I remember from the Lorax is the Lorax in that case.
It means nothing to me. I feel nothing.
I mean, yeah.
I am being mutated by that information.
Well, I mean, that kind of gives you, like, an immunity against, certain things that have happened
Lids
on
was
the
immune
internet.
to the attack.
Have you ever tried looking up, the one
I'm gonna stop you right there. No.
Yeah, let's start the match.
You should try looking it up sometime. It's got some fascinating
Something tells
images.
me I would not want to do that. I think it's a pretty safe bet.
What if I paid you?
Is it undignified to pet a fellow sentient being?
I mean, if they consent to being pet, I think it depends.
Can a cur identify as a dog and otherwise? How far do their rights extend?
The rite shall begin forthwith.
That's a good question. And I have the no-clicking disease again.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that's not great.
In weeks, and I came here and this happens. Of course.
I'm sorry.
Let's see. Why is
this happens? Referring to what exactly? Do you mean the being able to click things, or the one slur conversation?
Not being able to click things. I don't know why.
You're unfazed by the one slur.
No, just no.
All right, I'm gonna try uninviting and re-inviting you and see if that makes a difference.
Okay.
Turn it off and turn it on, of course.
The classic. I mean, it's basically just various ways to turn it off and then on again. Remote play, Pyre itself, Steam, or whatever it might be.
Have you tried not dying?
Why are you asking this?
I was quoting a different game. Sorry.
Get good, scrub.
There's a way not to die.
Yes.
How to be immortal? Just don't die.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
It really doesn't want to let you do stuff, does it?
Wait, maybe if I wait.
Well, that might help.
Huh? Huh?
Oh, you had it. You didn't give her controls.
That might help.
There we. Thank you. Thank you. Were there any mastery talismans?
There was a request to have the crone first. That was all we had.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
The arena and then the crone first.
Okay. I'm gonna play.
Going with the Vorfrit. I would venture to say one of, if not the character who is taken least often of all of the various exiles.
Most likely. I feel like the two crones, like the two enemy crones, are like the least played characters, picked characters.
We definitely see Bertrude a fair bit, but Udmilda does get played every once in a while. Vorfrit, nobody ever takes her.
What did Vorfrit ever do to deserve that?
I don't know. Well, I mean, try to murder.
Well, no, let's not bring it up.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it? Wait, is this Pyre lore or?
You know what this is.
No, I don't. I might have forgotten.
I mean, Vorfrit is one of the Beyonders. Therefore, Vorfrit is one of the assassins who tried to murder
yes.
Solium Mirror.
I
So,
may or
what
may
did
not
Vorfrit do? Well, I mean, technically speaking, Vorfrit is a pretty serious criminal who has been trapped away in the Beyonder Crystal for 700 plus years.
I may or may
as
not
punishment.
I may or may not have forgotten that.
So, you know, as characters come, Vorfrit is probably among the more guilty of them. If you put it that way.
Oh hey, it's Will of the Scribes.
It is. Perhaps the scribes are smiling upon the crones today. So we get started with our first match of the day, and it's Lilac sneaking under the defender and in with none other than a crone plunge there. 25 damage, but it does mean we are now without that crone for the entirety of this round. Lilac nearly making it through with a Gilman, although he is halted there. And now it's Camilo's turn to throw it in with his crone, and in that case actually gets 30 damage out of it. Easy to forget sometimes that the crones, they have 25, not 30 base damage, so if you start off the match with the same amount of Pyre life, or if for whatever reason the players find themselves with the same amount of Pyre life mid-match, then oftentimes we'll find the crones only deal 25, or in this case, of course, with Stubborn Flame active, now that means Camilo is dealing 10 less damage whenever he scores, so maxes out at 20 that time round. Camilo overshoots the Pyre, but instead, on the second attempt, jumps in here for 10. Vorfrit, banished. Ulmer versus Hedwyn. Hedwyn trying to line up those power casts. And takes out everybody except Gilman makes his valiant return, and he is quick enough to plunge in there for 15. Crone versus Crone. Oh, the orb bounces after inadvertently hitting Lilac's Pyre, but Lilac is defenseless now. It's time for Camilo to throw that one in from point blank for 20 damage, and that means one score is potentially enough for Camilo here. Even with the Stubborn Flame, it would, however, need to be Vorfrit. Anyone else would have a little too little damage, but with the 10 penalty. So under other circumstances, both Gareth and Hedwyn would have had enough there. But you see Camilo trying to force the issue a bit there with Vorfrit, but in doing so, did give Lilac some time to recover. Now here is Lilac. Hedwyn applying some pressure though. Does chase down Lilac, but Lilac once again recovering with Gilman. His valiant return, although he's dispossessed. Ulmer picks up the scraps. Gilman, suddenly by himself here, he goes down. Ulmer does return to defend against Hedwyn, and now Gareth. Everyone down, Ulmer returns. Is he quick enough to stop Vorfrit? Not quite, as Vorfrit gets it back, and except Lilac has Rekindling. Coming from the Talisman, it's 20. That means we're in the same situation here as we were before. The only person with enough damage is Vorfrit.
GG.
GG.
They brushed aside their adversaries without too much trouble.
Well played, you two.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
Now let's head on back
Until the next rite.
and let us know, chat, if there's anything you would like to see for the next one. That was Spring of Jomir, and also a crone in the first spot. Chat's thinking about it, or at least Blue is. What does turning off talismans do? Just means you don't have any talismans.
Simple.
Simple enough. Oh, except Lilac. Well, Blue was thinking about it, perhaps, but Lilac beats Blue to the punch here. Turns Customize off. That, of course, means randomized, exiles, masteries, and talismans won't even get to see what those things are in advance, just gonna get thrown straight into the action instead. I can't even tell what that is. It's too small to tell what that is. 1 second, let me break out the magnifying glass. Is that a bat?
Yes.
That's supposed to be Isle of Kalamer, then, I assume?
Yes. you caught on that one quickly.
I had to squint a little bit, but...
Bat close.
Alright. Well, that accounts for almost everything here, so unless anyone has a song request...
Wait, question. Are you able to turn off talismans and still have customize off?
You are. You are. So we can do this,
You
Blue.
get random echoes.
Yeah, it does mean in that case that there are fewer variables that are getting randomized, but it still works. And Camilo says, alright, well, we're at it. Might as well turn the skills off. So yes, now it is truly just the exiles themselves who are getting
boy.
randomized.
I'm scared.
And I'm intrigued. So let's see what happens. The Isle of Kalamer always is good for a little bit of chaos as well. Let's see, it's Curve, Imp, Sap for Lilac, Sap,
I got
Crone.
I just need sap, that's all I need.
Yeah, Savage is the last one for Camilo. That throw, oh, had just enough on it. Good for 7 damage. Now, of course, we know everyone's setup, because everyone has no masteries and no talismans. All we're getting here are the base characters, so no real mysteries here now that we've seen those characters.
It's Will of the Scribes again.
And it is the Will of the Scribes 2 times in a row.
Into the adversary's flame.
Apparently they
Perhaps
like what
it
they're
is the
seeing, and
Will of the
Camilo certainly
Scribes.
likes what he's seeing here,
Why, that was
as he has an opportunity to throw that one in for 25 with his sap. And it is always interesting to see, with no masteries and to a certain extent even no talismans, oftentimes the characters and the playstyles that players are used to using are no longer really there. You don't get the extra speed and jumps from the curs, don't get those exploding saplings or rekindling from the saps, and so on and so forth, and so even the characters that players might usually like to use, that might be flipped on its head in this case. Messenger Imp, he's just vibing. But Camilo says no.
drive.
Gets rid of everyone, at least until Manly returns. Enough time and space for Camilo to get that throw off? There is. It's cut a little bit short here. 24 damage. And I suppose this goes back to the conversation we were having earlier, where the Crones, in this case, only have 25 damage at most, no matter what. You'll not see 30 damage from them without any of those masteries. Ooh, and elusive from Rookie, but not quite elusive enough, as Camilo thought about jumping in, but instead follows up with a 17 damage throw. And given how, as we were saying, the Crones only cap out at 25 damage, that means Camilo does not have enough damage to finish this with 1 score. It would need to be at least 2. Here comes Palmas. Does he have that kind of range? It might have been close, but he didn't have enough time to get it off. Now it's Lilac Sap, Manly. Oh, and Gareth, relentless here. He is eventually taken out. And it's Vorford again, for what it's worth. The Crone for Camilo. And Vorford with the throw. Good for 21 damage, and now that means any of Camilo's exiles would have enough damage. barring a very quick throw. Rookie doesn't quite have that speed that perhaps Lilac is used to seeing. Manly, taken out by Palmas. That is a dangerous sapling, and it helps set up the winning throw from this same exile. Once again, it's Vorfrit for Camilo. GG, well played, you two. Vorfrit heard us talking smack. And so Vorfrit has 2 game-winning points at this stage. Let us know if there's anything else we'd like to see for the next one. Otherwise, we'll set back to our defaults. Let's see. Exile
Frost King,
request.
no.
Pick your 3 least favorite exiles in any order. I need more drama. Frost King, can you clarify? When you say
is in to play as or as character?
Exactly. From a gameplay standpoint or from a character
Preference.
character development, background, and personality standpoint. Because I imagine players' answers may differ. As characters, rather than from a gameplay standpoint.
Okay.
Alright. Let's get started. We'll give the people some time to think this one over, but it might be tough.
I need time to process my emotions.
I imagine there's probably at least one fairly obvious choice, the first character that comes to mind for many people. Question is probably more so least favorite number 2 and least favorite number 3. Well, it's Deluge for Lilac, and we have certainly heard Lilac speak ill of Deluge before, so for those who recall those occasions, perhaps that's not so much of a surprise.
Well, I don't want to keep playing Crown, so I'm just gonna pick Harp. But usually I would have been the Crown.
Camilo goes Tamitha. Perhaps a bit of a surprise to some.
I'm torn. How do you want to help me pick my least favorites?
Oh, did Camilo forget to give Tamitha a talisman?
I gave him one.
No, I thought he did. Yeah.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah. I don't like her because she's mean to Pamitha, but I also have a friend that's a big fan of her, so I don't want to pick her for their sake.
Well,
I mean, I like her character, to be honest. I just didn't want to pick a Crown again.
This is how you thank Vorfrit after she's won 2 matches for you, Camilo? Come on.
Oh my god.
Give her some credit.
I'm very sorry to my friend. I think I'm gonna pick her because, like...
I mean, it's your own list. It's your own list.
There was that fan fiction that I read with my friends, and I can't look at him the same way anymore.
That sounds like an external thing, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Do fan fictions play into this? I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
It's your
Yeah,
list.
Okay, I'm picking him. Forgive me. Forgive me.
I plead forgiveness.
Alright, well, it is Tamatha on both sides in that case.
So mean. Okay. What can I do interesting with the crown?
Has anyone else ever like felt like they're having a stroke while they play Pyre?
Do you need to take a
Not
break?
Really.
Do you need to stop? Are you okay?
Udmilda.
Wait, are you asking Camille?
You just asked me if you feel like you're.
Oh my god.
Are you okay? That's a legitimate question.
Oh no, no.
No, she's not okay, guys.
Guys, I feel like I might be having a life-threatening health issue. Does anyone ever have that?
Would anyone like care call an ambulance, please? I don't think I can.
I am not having a stroke. Do not worry.
Okay, that's
Doesn't feel like
important
it.
to establish.
That does not work. Okay, whatever. That doesn't work in Nomad as far as I'm concerned. Damn. Like, what now? What's the next step?
Manly's an easy. Well, it's depending on your on your feelings towards the character, not which ones are like objectively the worst.
My feelings against the character.
You must become in tune with your feelings.
You must channel
You
the
may be
force.
asking for too much.
Look-
True. This guy, I forgot this guy existed. I hate him that much.
Well, we did just see Lilac take Lendl as well.
I didn't even see. I blocked that out of my existence. Like,
Lendl is my. I'd say Lendl is like my absolute least favorite because not only do I dislike him, but he also just kind of makes me feel nothing.
Alright, well, here we go. These are each of the players' least
What,
favorite
it's
characters.
Will of the Scribes again!
I don't
What
see
is
the
going
problem.
on?
Hold up.
What?
Apparently, the scribes agree that these are the 3 worst characters.
Why is it doing this?
We definitely didn't accidentally lock in Will of the Scribes, did we? It is set for a
Right.
random song, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm starting to doubt.
Someone wanna run the math for what the probability of that happening 3 times in a row is? Cause at this point, it's actually pretty crazy.
Please, no. I want to teleport the void.
Tamatha has plunged into
There is
the fire.
Tamatha plunging for 20, getting 10 leeching life back.
To call who shall prevail.
Did someone hack my PC? Apparently Orlek did, because it's kind of his song.
Tamatha flung the orb into the flame.
Or like hack your PC to make it play.
Yeah,
distinct
sorry guys, I can't play Pyre anymore. Orlek hacked my PC.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Why did you push him? What did he do to you?
He would though.
Like, you just push him. You didn't even kill him. You, for the bullying.
If you're gonna sacrifice someone, at least sacrifice them effectively.
Bask in the purifying flame.
That's Lendl. And so yeah, Lendl on both sides,
I
Tamatha
don't-
on both sides.
I
They
don't like him.
neither person likes them, and the scribes agree. Some disagreement when it comes to Deluge on Lilac's side, and then Udmilda on Camilo's end. But the scribes agree with those selections as well, apparently.
How sad that would be.
Yeah, when you find Orlek in the Black Wagon, he's actually just hacking your computer.
Impressive thrust, but true.
Makes sense. Careful, guys. Careful with the campaign. This is a Trojan. He didn't have an interesting game.
He needs a he's
Guys, this is why you need two-factor authentication.
Damn.
a guy's gotta have hobbies.
Glory to the scribes.
But boy.
Can he even read what's on the screen? Look, that's not... It actually turns out that, you know, sure, most of the people in the downside can't read Saurian or English, but they know binary. They do know binary, and they know Java and, you know, Python maybe even.
I see.
Yeah,
Great.
true story.
Does anyone here know Python?
I know a friend who's trying to learn Python with his dad,
Oh, cool.
but not
I've been-
really.
I've been trying to learn a little Python for a project I'm working on.
Also, GG, by the way.
Yeah, GG.
Let
Lids
us
is
know,
opening
chat.
his third eye.
Apparently I am. I don't know. Well, let us know, chat, if there's anything you'd like us to do for the next one.
Let me see. Let me see
I
if
don't
there's
want
any.
to let you know. Okay.
Let me.
Alright. Oh, well, confirmation. It was set for random theme, so those
Oh
were
my
legitimately
gosh.
3
Wow.
random will describes. This one,
Somebody
on the
run
other
the
hand,
numbers.
this is locked in now.
Wheel of Scribes.
Wait, hold on. I need to see how many different potential songs it can randomly select. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, because the other ones are ones we've modded in. So it was what? 1/11th to the 3rd? So less than a 1 in 300, or no, less than a 1 in 1,000 chance, which is what, less than 0.1% that we get
Oh my gosh.
3 random will describes in a row.
Do you remember we finally get another one after this one?
Oh, let me actually make sure that it is set for will describes though. Okay, so we have that, and then
Wait, hold on.
we
Wait.
do have an exile request. It's for 3 demons except Oralek. It's a 0.075% chance. For each exile, pick the talisman that reminds you of... These names mean nothing to me.
Then say them.
I don't know what that is.
Why can't you say them out loud?
I don't know what the significance of those words are.
Then why won't you say them? What's wrong with saying them out loud? Why won't you say them out loud, Lids?
What
Yeah,
is
it's
to be-
the math is just 1/11 to the 3rd, or 1/11 times 1/11 times 1/11.
Do you accept this talisman request?
I mean, I don't know how one is to implement this, but it doesn't mean anything to me. If you guys know what that means, then sure, but
What?
Nope,
What?
like,
What's happening?
Just think of the word Bingus and then pick whatever talisman you would associate closest with that word.
The dissidents.
You don't have
Sorry,
to know.
what?
You don't.
now we're at the fall of
Did you not?
Solian.
Did you not?
Welcome.
Did you not read the request?
I read the request, but as I've
you
said
didn't-
numerous times, I do not recognize these words.
Lids, you have to read the request out loud for the players to know what it is.
Right now we're getting not only our 4th will describes in a row. Sure, we did technically lock this one in, but we got a random will describe or random follow Solium on top of that. Which is just the game saying, well, alright, if I can't give you a random will of the scribes, I'll give you
Is
this
there a
instead.
Is
Or
there
in
a
addition.
master's request?
What was that? It was
Is there-
3 demons, no Orlek.
Okay, no mastery request.
But no masteries, no.
Got it.
Yeah, I was surprised, Blue, that you excluded Orlek.
I'm glad of it. Okay.
Yeah, and that the talisman requests of some
Very specific.
variety. Do those words mean anything to you, Camilo?
I'm trying to find their meaning inside my heart.
Okay, okay.
The words. Wait, what did I? Bingus,
You should
Bleebus,
know.
and Blorbo. When you think of the word Bingus, what talisman do you think of? These are important questions.
These are the questions that keep us up at night.
That is Bingus?
Okay. Don't shame
Whoa,
my
whoa,
thing.
watch your tone, okay?
More respect.
Little more respect,
I'm
please.
sorry. That you're right. That was unfair of me. I'm sorry for Bingus shaming you.
Maybe you were ready to answer that question your whole life. I never considered it.
That is fair. I formally apologize.
Thank you very much.
Bleebus.
Okay.
We're not really sure, Blue. We're not really sure.
Demon.
Okay.
Bleebus.
Bleebus sounds more like a sharp object, sincerely. I don't know
Does-
why. Since yeah, I think this is sharp object enough.
Your perception of Bleebus is interesting to me.
It's the E sound.
Listen, if no one else is gonna ask these, if I'm not asking these questions, then who
It
is?
had to be asked. It had to be asked.
It had to be asked. What masteries did I pick for Vispaleth?
Great question.
Lids.
I don't remember.
Okay, cool.
I can check it when my selection comes.
Okay.
Which talisman is this?
Blorbo.
Blorbo. Alright.
Blorbo.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
What? Are you Blorbo shaming me?
You pick this. The same
Got
thing
it.
as you pick in here, and probably the same thing as you pick in here.
In case you were wondering.
They all look like bees. They look like. Can you switch
Sorry.
back? They look like bees.
What do you mean? Alright, yeah, I see it.
Oh, the characters?
Yeah.
According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way that a bee should be
No, we're
able
not
to
going
fly.
there.
Oh, so you're familiar with it? You're familiar
I am
with
familiar with that one, yes.
Blorbo.
it? Blorbo.
Also, I'm pretty sure that is not factually accurate.
You got it.
That's Blorbo?
Of course it is!
I don't think you know what the word Blorbo means.
I should I? That's the question.
If you were on Tumblr, you would know.
Oh no.
I'm glad I'm not.
Right? All you are doing is confirming that I'm glad I am not.
Oh, that was beautiful.
As Camilo gets a double banishment with the throw, then follows up with another banishment and has time for the
Black
full
and yellow,
30
black
damage.
and yellow. Let's shake things up a little.
That time the shooting star does not land.
I got dodge.
2 for 1. And Camilo gets the orb back as well. This time goes for the plunge. They are rather slow. This is true.
Big gameplay right here.
None left unscathed.
Lilac. Down here.
Unfortunate.
Then recovers the orb, and Camilo is defenseless, at least momentarily.
There.
The arena does get randomized here at the Fall of Solium. It is quite open on this occasion. Not many obstacles. As you can see, the middle is more or less wide open.
Vanish from this place.
The power of Beezus compels you.
Beastal Bubba.
The orbs unclaimed again.
Couple banishments for Camilo. Make it 3.
All of them.
That means plenty of time to throw this one in, uncontested.
Demon gameplay.
The orb is taken.
Camilo with
Oh,
the auto
I got the
pass.
mouse.
Forgot he took that talisman, apparently. What, you forgot the Bleebus?
It was the Bingus.
Oh, my
It
bad,
was
my
the
bad.
Bingus. Yeah, get it right, Lids. I can't believe it. Lids doesn't know his Bingus from his Bleebus. This is a travesty.
You call him what?
Lids, I'm disappointed. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
What happened there? United.
Everyone down on Lilac's side. Orb right on top of Lilac's Pyre. I don't think Camilo had a choice. If he picked up the orb, he was going to plunge. Even if it was uncontested.
Sounds bad.
Oh, Camilo loses both of his remaining demons, and that means time for Iggy. Oh, to plunge for 30 and bleach 15. That's a net 45-point play.
Such zeal.
Big time value for Lilac, though Camilo now with a chance to get some of that back.
My god.
What? What was that?
The auto and kill, man.
The auto aim apparently
The
forcing
lock on.
Camilo to shoot in the opposite direction with that throw.
The lock on.
But Visible F follows up with another plunge here. That drops Lilac down to 40. Don't believe Camilo has Brazen Manor or other damaging talismans to get him up to 40 damage, but could be wrong. We have seen many of his talismans. Don't recall any giving him extra damage. Oh, he does have Brazen Manor here on Iggy. Okay.
You just reminded me.
Banishment.
Jody. Oh, Camilo trades 2 for 1. Now only Camilo's Ignari is back, although now Lilac's returns as well. Oh,
nice.
Well, that's not what Lilac wanted to see. Is good news for Camilo, though. Now Jody against Jody. Camilo moves another demon in. Jody one side, Ignarius the other. Oh, and double banishment for Camilo's Jody, but then she does go down. Now it's Ignarius against Jody. It's Lilac in possession. Camilo gets the banishment, and once again, it's a Howler back defensively, who cannot do anything to stop this. Oh.
Your victory is at hand.
Was that Brazen Manor technically not active yet?
Yeah, I messed that up. Messed the timing. And I had all the
think-
time of the world.
Camilo was about 2 frames away from getting 10 extra damage on that plunge, which would have made it the deciding score. But the Brazen Manor had not quite activated at the time that he plunged. And instead, now, it's Lilac plunging for 30.
Poor Jodariel.
Jody.
Thoroughly
Suddenly
banished.
Lilac defenseless, and this could be the opportunity Milo's looking for. And there it is.
GG.
GG.
They overwhelmed their adversaries utterly.
Well played, you two.
The rite is ended.
We'll head back from this demon-only run. But let us know if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one.
The Bingus Bleebus Splurbo match.
I'm sorry, what?
The Bingus Bleebus Splurbo match.
What
We-
did you say about me?
What did you say to me?
I said the Bingus Bleebus Splurbo
You watch
match.
your mouth.
It's not a slur.
That's what they want you to think.
Who is it a slur against then?
I don't know. Do you?
No, because I'm pretty sure it isn't a slur.
My god.
Hehe.
Anyways, let us know, chat, if there's
I'm-
anything we'd like to have for the next one. We are technically running 4 Will the Scribes in a row. Granted, as we were saying, the last one was technically locked in, so that one doesn't really count.
We can get a 5th one.
What would inspire the Scribes? Lilac says, do it.
I plan to get Will of the Scribes banned from the song list.
Another one.
Another one.
Anything else, or are we just thinking about the song at the moment? Was Blue scheming something?
Oh? Oh?
Well, you're throwing Blue off, apparently.
Am I?
Camilo!
What? What? No! No!
I'm sorry.
You are forgiven. For now.
For now, damn.
You are forgiven.
How about we get this next one started?
Good idea. Good idea.
What are the requests?
Hmm?
Are there any
Dissidents
requests?
shall take
Just the
on
song.
The fate.
Okay.
Welcome.
Of course. Of course.
Who shall conduct the rites?
I wonder what Blue is scheming up.
Not sure we really have many hints.
Oralek.
Blue was the one behind the previous request for all the demons.
Hmm.
We see Oralek on Lilac's side. Brain not braining.
That's
Afraid
a
it does happen sometimes.
Happy to the best of us.
Volfred.
Nutrition stick Volfred.
You're making the dads fight. You're
Not
making
in
them.
front of the kids.
You're making them divorce. You're making them get divorced again. How could you, Camilo?
I would never.
Orlek is taking the dog.
Excuse me, he is dog-like? We've been over this?
Orlek is taking the dog-like.
Creature.
Rookie.
Yes.
No, no. That will summon him.
Oh no. I'm like genuinely surprised that he's not here. Like, usually he's here by now.
By now. Actually, yes. That is impressive.
I can't say I'm too pleased with whatever was happening with Faye last time. That was... well... hopefully it has been blacked out from everyone else's memory as well.
Well, by the way,
What are you talking about?
Camilo has now taken triple
Don't
sap.
worry about it. Don't worry about it, Camilo. Don't worry about it. It's better if you don't know.
Why can't Orlek do that?
Orlek, he's quick, and he is the first to plunge here for 25, but it does mean he's now gone in this round.
I keep getting away with this.
And yeah, it was a voluntary triple sap from Camilo.
Is he the one with range?
He is a sap supporter.
No.
Camilo can, of course, get a whole bunch of auras between the saps and the saplings, although Tizo has the ability to jump over them. But that is a very quick throw from Manly for 25. It is if it's 3 saps on each team. So since it is
That's
only
fine.
Camilo with the triple saps, we're fine here. Like 6 saps total. Or technically it might start at 5.
Yeah, because it's only 4 per team in the normal game.
That reminds me, I watched the other day the VOD with the longest match in RITE NITE history.
Okay.
Quite impressive.
Did you bring the popcorn?
Yes. It kept me awake. It kept me awake. like I was on the verge of falling asleep at my computer, and that was the only thing keeping me awake.
Yeah, I don't know if we're ever gonna test the limits there again, because that was... We've had several times where we have set or extended the record for
I
the longest
remember
ride ever.
the triple sap against Core, which is on like only Core Talismans, that was painful.
Yeah, but I mean, all those long rites in the past had relied upon very sap-centric setups. That was back when people were not as familiar with how to use the saps offensively, and as Camilo is demonstrating here, that is something people have become much more comfortable and confident with.
Character development.
Character development. I suppose there's always a chance you find a couple of people who are not as familiar with the sap strategies, and in that case, maybe it's still possible, but nowadays it seems as though, for many at least, they're good enough, both defensively and, more recently, offensively with the saps. I'm not sure we're going to be extending that longest rite anytime soon. We've had a few that have been around 40 minutes. The longest one right now might be about 43, something like that, 42, 43.
Impressive.
Yeah, so I mean, it takes a lot to have a rite take that long. It needs to be a defensive showdown with very, very infrequent scoring.
this maneuver.
25 damage through there. And then the other thing with the triple saps,
What's more like that?
or at least
They got-
sap-centric, is if you get a bunch of rekindling, then obviously everyone has additional pyre life, and even if you are scoring a bunch.
Like everything good there.
No!
Doing all right? That's an interesting place to be flying. Oh, there you go. Yep. There's the crash. There's the crash.
There's the crash. Oh no. My internet is still working, so yes, thank you.
By the way, I think this might be my last right.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Heads up, if there is anyone in chat who's interested in getting in, we may be looking to have someone replace Camilo quite soon in that case. Will the scribes overload, perhaps? Perhaps.
Perhaps.
How much Will of the Scrubs can the human body stand?
Not this much, apparently.
How
We've
many
exceeded the limits.
does it take to crash the game?
Here we are talking about all the saps crashing the game.
Uh-huh.
Never consider the Will of the Scrubs.
The scribes are... We've angered the scribes.
Alright, well, I'll give you guys a countdown. I'll go 3, 2, 1, go, and on go I'll hit resume. 3, 2, 1, go.
Now go.
Orlek caught by that exploding sapling. Down he goes again, but the Mooncrest brings him back quickly. Camilo, though, has a safe place from which to throw the orb, although Lilac able to intercept. From some ranges, those sap throws are actually unblockable, but that was apparently too far away for that to be the case there.
An interesting exchange. So much for Volfred.
Manly. Quick throw, but off the mark.
Ouch.
Now Manly with a chance, and that one will seal the deal.
The fate prevails.
GG.
GG.
The rite conducted with aplomb.
Well played, you two.
The ceremony is complete.
Alright. We'll head on back. And Camilo, do you need to head out?
Until
Yeah, I
the
think
stars
I'll go.
align.
Alright, no worries. Thanks for stopping by, Camilo. GG's.
GG.
Pleasure.
Catch you later.
Blue, when you said you can't fight that sapling, were you saying that to the tune of a specific?
Well, we are now looking for another person to jump in here to take Camilo's spot. Is there anyone who is interested in doing so? Any takers?
Any takers? Yes.
Blue! Very nice. As we were saying before, if you want to stay muted or don't even want to jump into the voice chat at all, that's totally fine. Whatever works for you.
Sorry.
Oh. Okay, no worries then. Let me get you an invite.
I keep forgetting that you're not supposed to spam symbols.
I mean, the threshold is pretty high, I think, so...
Hello, Blue.
Hello, Blue. Blue did say, gonna stay muted, so no worries, no worries. Frost King is like, I mean, I'm gonna request a song. Do I even need to tell you what it is?
Is it what I think it is?
Does it start with a W and end with an ill of the scribes?
Such a good question.
Also, by the way, Ill of the Scribes should totally be the name of a hard rock, like, metal band.
Yes. Yes. And I bet I can guess what Triumvirate Blue wants pick. Like she doesn't even have to say it. I think I can pick it for her. I think I can.
Oh, remind me, Blue, are you on controller or keyboard mouse?
I believe she's controlled.
I hope controller, otherwise... Controller? Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, so, as for your triumvirate, we're guessing it's not the Fate, but perhaps True Nightwings.
Of course. Surprising nobody.
Alright.
Surprising absolutely nobody.
I mean, they do have the best raiments. Can't argue with that. Is there anything we would like to do setup-wise for this one? This will, of course, be Blue's first match of the day, so up to you guys if you want to give Blue the chance to warm up.
I got it. I got something.
Wait a second.
We both know what it means, so...
Is that a goat?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I think I know where you're going with this. Okay.
But of course.
I was like... Okay. Couldn't quite tell what that was in chat. Its horn looked like it made me wonder if it was a reindeer. I was like, well, I mean, I guess it's kind of fitting for upcoming December holidays, but I'm not sure what that translates to in game.
Lids, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Where were you on December 25th, 2006?
I don't know. That was a while ago.
How long ago?
You said December 25th, 2006?
Yes.
Approximately 18 years ago?
Okay. What do you remember about that day, Lids?
I mean, it was a particular holiday of the Christian variety.
Interesting. Interesting information, thank you. Have I confused you now?
I don't know why you're asking the question in the first place.
I was... Okay, well, you probably shouldn't say on stream. I'm just genuinely curious. You sound very young, and yet you do not know what things like Homestuck or the One Slur are. And so, are you some kind of, like, ageless deity?
Seems like a suspicious question. I'm with you, Frosking. Where were you trying to lead me with that?
The dissidents shall...
I don't know, I thought like if you said, oh, I remember being in first grade or something, that would give me information.
Who shall conduct the rites?
And of course, I'm sorry for prying into your personal affairs.
Alright, it's a Speedy Orlac in the first spot for Lilac. It was Lilac's request right?
Yes, that was,
So Lilac, does the goat need to go first, or can the goat go when / wherever?
I was going to say goat goes first, but if you don't want to put him first, you don't have to. So, up to you. There he is.
That's Prayer Beads Orlek on Blue's side.
Let's see.
Put it in the talisman spot.
Ah, thank
We'll
you.
reset it.
I forgot.
Right, leeching birchroot. So from here on out, of course, the selections are up to the players. As I believe we have seen both people already take the goat.
But lids.
Yes, what other prying personal question would you like to ask me now?
Well, now when you put it like that, now I feel bad. But not bad enough to not ask. Are you an immortal deity?
Well, I mean, it's all relative, right?
Huh? What? Wait, what did you say?
Exactly.
No, your audio cut out for a second. What did you say?
Now, are we just gonna spend the rest of the day picking random dates on the calendar to say, where were you here? At 3:17 o'clock and 23 seconds. Who was the last person you spoke to, and what did you say to them?
What about, where were you on October 4th, 2007?
But yes, I did see Frost King post that. That is what I'm responding to.
Well, where were you on October 4th, 2007? The people need to know.
No, they don't. I don't know. Random day.
It's a gift. Now
Lids,
begin.
Lids,
First of many
are you secretly Falcon Ron? Is that it?
Maybe. Mayhaps.
First to the
Oh?
dissidents.
Oh? Does this mean that you are by proxy Falcon Ronaldo?
Whoa.
Demon Oralek has dealt
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, they are one and the same, are they
Are
not?
they though? Or is
Yes.
does Falcon Ronaldo only exist when Falcon Ron transcends to a higher plane of existence?
wind.
Well, to have one, you need the other.
That was all of them.
Or is it one of those square rectangle kind of situations? You know what I mean?
Oralek has
I don't.
plunged into an adversary's
What? Explain the
face.
square rectangle to me.
Well, you know, like a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not necessarily a square.
Ah, yes.
Unexpected. You are powerless.
Anyways, we interrupt this conversation to talk about Pyre, because there's a 25 damage plunge there from Orlek.
Where were you on April 30th, 1849?
Ah, yes. I do recall being on the River Thames,
Hates opponent.
sailing to London Port.
Do you remember what the water tastes like?
Tastes like? Why? What do you
Yes.
take me for? A fool drinking directly from the Thames?
To the fire.
I'm curious, what does the Thames taste like?
Death, of course. I wouldn't dare touch it.
I see. I would, though.
No more than a lick of flame remains.
Yummy.
Et tu, Brute?
Yes.
Thoroughly banished. In the name of Solium
Where were you on the day that Orlek fell from Mount Helodial?
I was there 33,000 years ago. The day the strength of men failed.
and it is done.
And Orlek
The true knight
plunges for the win.
a victory so narrowly achieved, and thus
Oh, and Rotor is available to play today in case a spot opens up. Orlek,
Right
Volfred.
is
Oh, and that's an Exile's request from Lilac, no less. Orlek, Volfred, Tizo against the Stowaway, Almer, and Tizo. Alright. Well, in that case, Rotor, we could probably get you in a match or two. Now I'm getting... You're losing me now.
Don't worry about it. Who flips the coin?
At the very least, I think we're
Vids-
resetting the arena. I
Vids-
think this is all
Vids-
about the exiles that were flipping these coins.
Yes, or who takes which exiles?
Any preference, Blue?
Frosting says you should read that out loud.
I don't even know what we're referring to at this point.
What I said after making my exiles request.
Blue seems to have a preference when it comes to these teams. Okay, that was that only exiles? Let me double check. Yes. Okay.
I will take, Blue will take Orlek, Ulfred, Tizo, I will take the others.
Alright. Well, let's get started, and maybe... perhaps after this one, we might swap Rotor in, or one more match after that.
The dissidents shall take on the true Nightwings. Welcome.
Why did it censor but
Who shall conduct
why did that
the
part
rites?
censor? For some reason, it, like Twitch censored Blue's message.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. I know, but it censors it anyways, and I don't know why, and that's really funny to me.
Go.
Oh, that's strange. I can see that message. At least the one that Blue was just referring to. Yeah, I can see that.
Peculiar.
Alright, Speedy Stowaway for Lilac.
Wait,
Hold up.
I'm
Wait.
Didn't someone tell me in the past that, Speedy doesn't work on savages?
Nomads.
Ah, okay.
Exploding with Vengeful Vow doesn't work on savages.
Ah, got it, gotcha.
If my memory serves me right, at least. Yeah, they're just well, in the case of the Savage, it's just a bug. In the case of the Nomads, I think technically it affects their walking speed, but not their sprinting speed. And usually if you're taking the additional quickness, you're doing it because you want the sprint to be faster. So you will be disappointed in that case. So is that technically a bug? I don't know. I think it might still increase their walking speed, but that just doesn't help all that much.
Oralek. Tizo.
Alright, here we go. With the requested exiles, the Stowaway, Almer, and Tizo on Lilac's side. And then Blue is taking Orlek, Volfred, and Tizo. So Blue's team basically a true Nightwing's team. As Orlek nearly able to get in for the plunge there, but does get taken out just before finishing the move. Tizo now for Lilac to the Stowaway. She's banished. Tizo for Blue does have a fairly dangerous portal, but it's fairly well protected at the moment. Orlek banishes everybody, gets the orb next to the Pyre, and so Blue opts to plunge, and I think we saw, yes, Blue took Prayer Bead, so Orlek is back even after that plunge. No need to throw. Stowaway changes her mind. Meanwhile, Blue closes in. Now it is just Almer, and now it is just the Stowaway. Now that she's gone, that means Blue uncontested opportunity here, at least until Tizo makes his return. And he implodes, taking out Orlek. Lilac now with the Stowaway. But she goes down. Blue with Tizo hovers over the opposing Tizo and plunges with that extra imp damage. It's 25 rather than the usual 15. No prayer beads for Tizo, though. That is, of course, on Orlek, as we were saying previously, so that means Blue is now without Tizo for the entirety of this round. Cool, big banishments from Orlek. That was a triple cast right there. And fittingly enough, it is Orlek who cashes in with the 25 damage plunge. Orlek hopped over the defenders, it seemed there, but did go down nonetheless. Just Tizo defensively for Blue at the moment. Lilac, now with Almer. And the Stowaway, she's banished as well. Stowaway again. Blue closing off the middle of the arena, making it harder for Lilac to break through. Lilac trying to find that angle, but instead loses the entirety of the team, and thus Blue able to plunge in for the winning score.
GG.
GG.
Their adversaries.
Well played, you two.
The ceremony is complete.
Scary Tizo face. And we'll head on
Ferocious
back.
creature.
Till the next rite.
All right. And let's see. iRotor, are you still interested and available? I know you were saying you were potentially hopping back and forth between this and Path of Exile, but we could potentially look to get you in either now or after the next one. He may or may not be good to go. Okay. All right. In that case, Lilac or Blue, either one of you mind swapping out so we can get iRotor in here? I think iRotor would be on controller, so shouldn't matter from a keyboard, mouse, or controller standpoint. Either way, we should be fine. Blue, you're okay with swapping out? Alright, well, good to get you in, Blue. GG's. Let me get you out. There we are. Have a good night. And rest up, yes. Okay, and now that means we should have room
Hello.
for iRotor. Invite should be on its way.
He still has not come. Impressive.
What's that?
He who shall not be named. I am impressed.
iRotor, how dare you come in and make yourself player one? How dare you? No, it's fine.
Because we have keyboard and controller, so I could have chosen to be player 2 instead. Oh well.
Now I have to retype Lilac's name for player 2. How dare you? That is like 2 seconds of additional work. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Not only that, I also need to change which side has the Dissident Sigil. Tisk, tisk. Okay. There we are. And Lilac did, while we were doing that, turn Customize off, so that means randomized exiles, masteries, and talismans. So no warm-up for iRotor. He's getting thrown straight into the chaos. We could still do Arena or Song, if either of those are of interest, but otherwise, we've accounted for a lot of things here.
Wait, hold on.
Oh. When you're saying your, who are you referring to?
Your mother? No. I forget that I said that. I meant, like, either iRotor's favorite song or you Lids.
Alright, iRotor, which song would you like to have? Yeah, I wouldn't let that one slide, right, Blue? Sorry, what did you say, iRotor?
Grand Ceremony.
Grand Ceremony? Okay. Alright, in that case, I think we have basically everything here, so let's get into the action.
The withdrawn versus
And for iRotor, it will be Nomad, Savage, Cur. For Lilac, that is Sap, Harp, and Nomad.
Tis taken.
Double Lendl, in fact. And it is Lendl, getting us started here.
To falter.
That 20 damage plunge. No prayer beads on him. He's gone for this round now. Almer. His throw is intercepted. But this time, it lands for 20.
Now go.
Lendl again. Banishes one, then gets banished. Now Barker's turn. He's banished. Lendl for Lilac. Oh, somebody had Vengeful Vow. I missed who that was. Was it Almer who can't use it? If so, that's unfortunate. 20 damage plus 10 leech from the Flame Leech. From that Tamitha plunge for Lilac. So that's some bonus value there, although everyone down after that successful cast. And that means time for an uncontested 20 damage throw from Almer. Helping iRotor's cause. Lendl banishes one, and then looks to jump in, and does, for another 20 damage. Explosive Temper on Barker means he's at least partially right side. It looked earlier as though when iRotor was making a move with Barker that he did not have the same sort of mobility one would expect of a Cur most often, so I wonder if that might be mostly, if not entirely, a right-sided Barker. And I'm pretty sure that is an exploding Almer.
Tis what the scribes ordained.
But there is Barker, jumping in for 20. And it's not all right side, because if it was, he'd have built-in prayer beads, and he is gone after that plunge, so that's clearly not the case. Lendl. Lilac back to Volfred, and now Tamitha. Lilac is at just 10 Pyre Life, but as we've previously seen, Lilac does actually have some leech, but it would need to come from Tamitha, it seems. And with the sap, it's possible Lilac has rekindling as well. If not, though, one score might be all that iRotor needs, but oh, almost an opportunity there for Lilac to get Tamitha in for more leech. But Tamitha goes down. iRotor now with time to launch the counterattack, and that throw lands, but there is rekindling. It's 10. So Lilac does hold on, but now it means one score would be enough for iRotor unless Lilac can get that leech happening quickly from Tamitha.
Another banishment.
Lendl. Over to Barker. He's taken out. Tamitha now in possession. Eludes one defender, but banished by the second. Palmer. One side, Lendl the other. Who is the real threat? And who is the feint? Everyone down for Lilac, and perhaps the deciding moment for iRotor as he
GG.
takes the win.
The withdrawn prevail.
GG.
Their adversaries must be crying tears of shame.
Well played, you two.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
Oh, Blue had something. Wait, had you already made a request, or did you just have something in mind?
Until the
Did I miss it?
next Rite.
Well, that one was customize off. Something in mind? Okay, let us know. I suppose I'll set to our defaults in the meantime, though. Some of those things very well may be subject to change. As for what exactly Blue is cooking, not sure how to phrase it. Oh,
Oh,
that pace seems like it is something
That's
rather
ominous.
elaborate or unique.
That's- is it a Burger King style request?
Oh no. Write it backwards. Oh, there it is. Oh, of course. Why didn't you just say so? It's. That explains everything.
I mean, we could do it right in the meantime, but I think about how you phrase it.
That's true. If you need a little bit of time to set it all up, we could do something. We could just leave it up to the players for the time being. Maybe we do that.
The withdrawn shall now.
I think I'm going back to classic
the
for this.
dissidents.
Oh,
Welcome.
classic, you say?
Who
Oh.
shall conduct the rites?
What is classic? What is this classic you speak of?
We're about to find out, it seems. It's prayer beads, Pamitha, all left side. Okay. Speedy Pamitha for Lilac in the lead spot, so at least some similarities there. Okay. Think I know what the classic is.
What
It's a
is
Speedy
the classic?
Bispoleth in the second spot.
What's the classic?
Well, I would say when I think of iRotor teams, the team that he is about to break out here is probably the one that comes to mind first.
Exile.
Rekindling on Lady River for Lilac. Oh, except perhaps not.
Ooh,
Yeah, the masteries on Vispoleth were not exactly what I would have expected for what I thought iRotor was going to do, so maybe that was more of a signal than I was giving it credit for, that this was not going to be the team that I had anticipated.
Well, a Taman team, like my from the
Is
first
his tournament
part
comp
of
Harp
Delta
Demon? Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking further back than that, though. Gilman
there
with the
any, like,
perfect.
are there any
Commence.
hello?
You
Okay.
tapped out?
This is
there we
me,
go.
just tapping back. Okay.
There.
I cannot move. Wait.
What? Why did that
I
happen?
cannot. Wait, I can move now. Okay.
When I wrote, are you moving the distance by any chance?
I can move again.
Okay, I have no idea what that was all about.
That was very strange.
It was dangerously close.
'Twas dangerously close to Steam Remote Play causing a problem.
Yes. Precisely.
There goes the orb.
There is Pamitha.
Are,
Launching
are there
for 20.
any? Are there any tournaments coming up at any point?
Well, technically speaking, we would, once upon a time, and we've been, and by we I mean really I, have been bad about not following up with our, what was once upon a time, schedule of sorts. We used to alternate between tournament and Civil War.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, it's been long enough at this point that I don't remember which one would come next. I mean, Core had his tournament that he held, so if you go by that account, that would be the most recent thing we've done, so it would be Civil War next. But if
Wait,
you
so
go
like
for...
you schedule the Civil Wars?
No, not exactly.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a war. Are you just scheduling your wars?
What, do you mean you don't? Make sure that your opposition has time on their calendar before you wage war against them?
That's very considerate of you, though.
How dishonorable.
Sir Gilman
True.
plunges into the fire. Too slow there, Pamitha.
Here's Tamitha.
Oof.
She's blocked. But on the second attempt, makes it in, and there is the 20 rekindling coming from Lilac's Talisman, but it does mean that now one scores potentially all that iRotor needs. I don't know if we saw Lilac take any leech this time round, and with that score,
GG.
iRotor
GG.
takes the win.
The withdrawn prevail.
GG.
Most excellently done this time.
Okay, we got
must
enough
admit.
time. Perfect.
Looks like blue is ready.
Yay.
Yeah.
Is done.
Well played, you two. We'll head on
I'm
back
very-
and we'll see
Until
what it
the
is that Blue's been
stars
scheming.
align.
Compile an
very-
existing triumvirate, excluding current Nightwings, though past Nightwings do count. If possible, could add third character from another triumvirate if you need to. Okay, that makes sense.
Wait, what? No, that doesn't make sense.
That
to
makes
me.
perfect sense.
No, it doesn't.
Make the Withdrawn, make the Fate, make the Dissidents,
Oh,
Exiles
okay,
wise.
okay,
And if you
okay,
need to throw in a
okay.
third person there, then you can.
Okay. I think I get it now.
Just the current Nightwings are not allowed.
Hmm.
Because that would be very straightforward. Especially since they have access to one of each class.
Hmm. Are there any characters?
There are
any-
some triumvirates that have 3. There's at least one. And if you are open to somewhat, I mean, not even generous
Wait,
interpretations.
Wait. So like you change the triumvirate that you choose?
No, that's just extra flavor. You don't need
Ah.
it.
Okay.
iRotor perhaps just showing his hand a little bit here, and Frost King is putting us at the Fall of Solium. Let me just switch iRotor's sigil.
I could just cheat. I could technically cheat and change my triumvirate because compiling.
I mean, I did the withdrawn composition enough times, and fate composition is also classic, so I want something different.
Mm-hmm.
And the triple exile combination is somewhat boring, like Essence, Dissidents,
Yeah.
like Ritual Accusers.
Mm-hmm.
Essence is also a fun one. Though then you would have to play Monday, so that's up to you.
Ooh. I don't. That's too far.
Beyond us has some combinations.
Mm-hmm. Can I go Fate?
Yeah?
I'm asking.
Hey, nothing's stopping you.
Okay. I'm asking like lids.
Yeah, I can put the sigil on if you want as well.
Thank you.
There you are. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to match your current triumvirate, but for flavor
what-
purposes, it's more authentic this way, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm ready.
All right. In that
I'm ready,
case,
Coach.
let's
I'm
do
ready,
it.
Coach.
The Tempers shall now face the fate. Welcome.
Watch. Both
Ignatius
players now
has
throw us
Ashen Core,
curveballs.
right?
What's
The
that?
campaign. Ignatius has Ashen Core in the campaign. Not that we're tied to that, but thinking about it.
Watch iRotor take the Fate and Lilac take the Tempers. Just to mess with us.
As part of Sodium, I'll take Tail and Cross.
Ignatius.
Okay. It does seem as though it is actually going to be the Tempers, though.
Wait, do we have Blue? Do we have to pick their masteries in game? Because I don't.
It was an Exile's
It was
request.
an Exile's request.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
It's also already bad enough on Fall of Sodium. You don't even have to make it even worse.
And it's not a talisman request either, right?
Nope. Just Exiles.
Okay.
Speed throwing Vorfrit in the second spot, so Crone for iRotor. Kerfang Almers, the second member of the Fate for Lilac. And people often forget Lady River is not on the Pyre Hearts.
Thank you.
Lady River is a
Thank
member of the
you.
Tempers.
Thank you. Finally, somebody remembers.
Exile.
And lastly, it is Raji, the final member of the Fate for Lilac. And here we go in what is actually a showdown between the Tempers and the Fate, including
The first doubt.
the characters you would see in those teams, or in the case of iRotor, Vorfrit is swapping in as an honorary Tempers Crone. Yeah, Lady Seagrass is the one that everyone always mixes up with Lady River. Seagrass is the one who is on the Pyre Hearts.
Someone grasp the orb.
Vorfrit
Flung with force
sneaks
of
in a
will.
throw from that far corner, and that's good for 30 damage. Iggy.
The orb is up.
Lady River. She's taken out.
Engulfed
But
within the
Vorfrit
orb.
comes in to exact revenge. Iggy does have Brazen Manor. Knocks back the defenders, and that was the damage iRotor needed.
Oh, whoa. Oh, wow.
GG.
GG.
You gotta go Brazen Mana with Ignarius.
It's
Funnily
true.
enough, I think our deck has Brazen Mana in the campaign, but not Ignarius. But
Oh, wow.
come on.
You just have to do it for the finger guns.
Yeah. If there's any Exile Mastery combination that should be canon, it's this one. You know.
I support this. I support this.
Yes. I support Iggy rights.
All right. Well, let's reset ourselves after we had an authentic Tempers team against an authentic Fate team. But let us know, chat, if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one. Oh, pick your
I'll stay
least...
Tempers. I like the green. It's a different green robes for instance.
Okay. Blue is coming in with the talisman request for your least used talismans. Not necessarily your least favorite, least used.
I mean, there
Might
are
be
all
a
kinds of
difference
crap talisman that no one ever uses, so. Do you want to restrict that, or do you just want us to pick useless talents ones? Are you sure he does? I will have to check, but I think... I at least remember Orlek using it, but I don't remember Ignarius using it. Ah, okay. But no, I don't remember him using it, though I guess he doesn't have the quickness that Orlek has, so he does have less opportunity to do that.
Yeah, that's the
Okay,
other
that
thing.
makes
The
sense.
first time you face him, he might not have it spec'd yet.
So this actually can, which is the only correct thing.
Yeah,
Wait, but
right.
Where was there? Were you like asking about the talisman request?
No, we were just confirming
Ah.
whether Ignarius canonically has Brazen Manor. Oh, and an exile's request to choose 3 exiles from different triumvirates that would get along the best.
Interesting. Interesting.
So 3 least used talismans
I
and
can
3
think of-
exiles from different teams that would get along well.
I can think of exiles that would get along badly.
I feel like that might be easier, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're throwing in a masteries request as well. We're capping it out at just 2 masteries. What's up, Anor? How's it going? Yeah, apparently in the campaign, Iggy gets Brazen Manor. Not the first time you face him, but later on, once he has more time to level up, he will. Okay, why don't we get started then?
Try to not pick a Nightwing's character because that makes this too easy.
That's true.
The fate.
Well, it has to be exiles from different triumvirates, so if you did take a Nightwing, you'd only be allowed to take 1. Which
Yeah.
I guess helps a little
Yes.
bit.
Again, maybe I have to do it. There are not that many combinations for that, I think. They also have to have speaking roles, otherwise you have no idea.
Ooh. This is gonna be fun.
I think I have to pick a Nightwing, but who is it going to be?
I have an idea for 3 that I feel like are very unconventional, but might kind of make sense.
Tell me.
On the other hand, I don't want to influence your decisions. I need to be impartial in these.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I'll tell you after the
I
fact.
But I have no ideas.
I'll give you a hint. It's 3 people who are all next to each other. Coincidentally.
That doesn't.
That's extremely helpful. It's 3 people who happen to be next to each other on the character selection
Deluge,
screen.
Tamitha, and Manly.
Of course. No.
Dalbert.
Okay. Okay.
Because I feel like the straightforward thing to do is to go for, oh, these are the people who I feel like are generally nice, friendly people who would be welcoming to a stranger and would befriend them. But there might be others who are just generally kind of similar personality-wise, who despite maybe not being perceived as the friendliest of 3, might
These
still
3?
kind of get
No one
along.
would get along with Manly. No one would get along with Tamitha. No one
Yeah.
would get along with Deluge. No one would really get. Maybe Barker is a borderline case. But who would get along with Lando of all people?
Is it? Wait.
It is that 3.
these-
It is that 3, yes.
Wait. Please explain.
But
Explain.
I
Please.
feel like they're all they're all kind of grumpy
No,
slash
never.
aggressive.
Huh.
Barker's
never-
actually all in on the thrill seeking. For Ignarius, everything is much more of a facade.
That is true.
And Ella would be annoyed in like 5 seconds.
So it's not like they would be best friends, but I feel like I could see them teaming up together.
You could see them getting stuck in an elevator together and nobody dies. that kind of they can tolerate each other. Okay. Well, I have no better ideas, so I'm going with what you are going with. Oh.
I was waiting for you to realize.
And least
Remember,
used.
least used talismans.
Least used. Not your
Okay.
least favorite, but just least used.
Okay.
I mean, those
They're
might
kind
be
of
one of the
same
same.
thing.
Yeah, they may be.
Well, I can't think of like a ranked list.
It's not even the cross talismans because we have so many requests for them. It's
Right.
just talismans that no one uses because they're just weak and boring, both at the same time.
Wait, do you mean least used in general or least used personally?
Like least used for yourself, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a banjo thing that I will never ever pick, so like, and no one really ever picks.
I would say it's a pretty safe bet that if you don't remember what a talisman does, you probably don't take it.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good
Baka.
The most offensive talisman has is so boring they're not noticeable. They're not even bad in a fun way. They're just
Yeah.
whatever.
Frost King, please explain what kind of relationship you see between Gilman and Delbert.
I can
I'm
see
intrigued.
that, actually. I get that.
Oh?
They're both honorable in their own ways.
True.
If you do allow one Nightwing, then I think I can find a third for that. Oh, you already have Gilman, so I guess you need a second in that case, because the other person I'm thinking of would also be a Nightwing.
Orma.
Oh wait, Ignarius has a hangover. Doesn't matter. Makes it more interesting.
That is true.
Oh, okay. -2?
But you
Still
know,
just works.
He's
Still, it's
sleepwalking.
not, the death is not affected, so can still do stuff.
Hedwyn, Ignarius, and Dalbert?
Edwin, Ignarius.
Headband is generally agreeable enough.
Definitely, yeah.
And Ignarius like has a rough exterior, but I think both would get along just fine with him.
They'd bring out the good in Ignarius.
I think Ignarius is very decent to his teammates, so.
Whereas it's the other way around for Lilac's team. Well, here
Power
is
Demon
Ignarius.
strikes.
Oh my gosh. Look at him go.
Ignarius is the only character on both teams, so apparently
him-
confirmed
look at
Ignarius
him
is the most
go.
agreeable of all characters. And he does
That's
make it in.
good.
How did... Wait, was there a request for Fall of Solium?
There was, yes.
Okay, because I was like, wait a minute, we've been at the Fall of Solium many times before now.
Although now I'm not remembering if it was this one that was by request or the previous one and we just forgot to reset. But there was a Fall of Solium request at some point. Yes.
In the name of
That almost went so.
Javelin. Pops in. Good for 20 damage, and that drops Lilac down to 5. Now, Lilac does not have any rekindling this time round, so 1 score would be sufficient. And there it is.
GG.
GG.
Their adversaries did not even come close.
Well played, you two.
The rite is complete.
Alright, and in that case, let's head on back. And I think it's getting late enough that this might turn into our penultimate rite, the last one in which we would take requests before the liberation rite.
I mean, it depends how much time do you have. I have vacation now, I don't care.
Well, let us know, chat, if there is anything you would like for us to do for this one. And Lilac says, say no more. We are turning Customize off. No, that was a random follow Solium, I guess, on that occasion.
Hey.
But we will now
I'm
be
sure the last one was for the request.
Yeah.
But not the one we played now.
The Isle of Calum are locked in as well. Anything else we're looking for? I mean, well, I suppose that's almost everything. Could certainly still do a song, though. Not seeing anything, however. I think we're good to go here. We'll have the randomized Exiles, Masteries, and Talismans, of course, and we'll jump straight into it with the Customize off. And that means,
The Tempers
for Iroder,
take on
it's
the fate.
Demon, Sap, Harp. That might even be
That's
Orlac.
alright.
Yeah.
Commence.
And it's a Crone, Ignarius, so a quote-unquote normal demon, and an Imp for Lilac. Everyone down on Lilac's side. Iroder checks for the Brazen Manor and does have it.
I do have the... No, it's not meta because I don't have Star Splinter, but almost.
Orlac. Oh, has extra... Wait. He also has extra throwing damage?
Flames throw you.
I have some extra damage.
Yeah, wait, what was that
Probably-
coming from?
Living Flame?
Yeah, because it
Starfire?
wasn't active the previous go-round, so it must be Living Flame, right?
How utterly brazen.
And that's a 30 damage Crone Plunge from Lilac, but no Prayer Beads on Birchroot, so now she's gone. Orlac gets rid of Ignarius. Here is Orlac. Sets up the Brazen Manor. Sets up the Leap. And finishes the job. GG.
I mean, it's
GG.
Orlac, so...
It was a glorious performance, I must say.
Well
Okay,
played, you two.
Brazen Manor is
Thus
very,
end this night's
very OP. I
proceedings.
need to do that sometime now.
It's fun, you can set it like... What you've seen, like normally you have this like long salute time, but if you have the orb, and you salute, and you switch to another exile, and then you switch back, then the lag is gone, and they can immediately act again. But that may result in you scoring before Brazen Manor actually starts.
As we
Mhm.
saw on one prior occasion today.
Oh no. Yeah.
Alright, well let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
And I think it may be time. It may be time for our final rite of the night, our Liberation Rite, which means we'd be headed back to the Fall of Solium. Turning that sermon intro on, this time customized back on, of course, as we would not take any requests from chat for this one. We would just have the players take their preferred teams to finish things off in style, and that would also mean we'd want to go Never to Return Fate Edition. So if you guys are ready to go, then let's get started.
Let's turn up the music.
Welcome, exiles. You stand upon the fall of Solium. Here you may yet prove your worth. Let us see which one of you is more deserving. Tempers, stand prepared. The Fates stand ready. Who shall conduct this rite?
Alright, so as we said, this will be our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. So no requests from chat for
Wait,
this
what
one.
are you doing?
I forgot this wasn't. Sorry. I forgot I wasn't player one.
Lilac casually trying to pick Iroder's team for him.
I'm sorry.
There will be no requests from chat for this one. Also, the players will choose their own teams rather than their opponent's teams.
I'm sorry.
No worries. And that means a ring on Ignarius for Iroder. Genius
I wonder-
strategy, indeed.
I wonder who will get the other ring.
Oralek.
Mooncrest Orlek in the first spot for Lilac. Web Lanthorn Raji is Iroder's second choice. Lilac goes Speedy Birchroot in the second spot. And it's Soxiana who will receive that second ring for Iroder. This may or may not be the team that I was thinking about previously.
Intriguing.
And lastly, Right Light on Gilman for Lilac. So, alright, here we go. Our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. Iroder on the left representing the Tempers today. Lilac on the right representing the Fate. Best of luck to you both.
each in turn. That one almost got through. Oh. Too slow, Ignatius. The orb. There it is.
Cambodia.
And there it is.
GG.
GG.
As for their adversaries, they did not.
Well played, you two.
Thus ends the Liberation Rite.
And that was, as we were saying, our final rite
Thanks for
of
the
the
games.
night. Our liberation rite. Thank you, Outrider. Thank you, Lilac. GG's
Thank
to you
you.
both. And thank you, everybody who was playing in the matches today, and everybody who gave us the requests in chat as well.
And thanks for hosting.
Alright, well, I'm gonna hop out of Discord. I'll catch you guys next time. Okay, and let me just free them from Steam Remote Play. There we go. Okay, and as I was saying, that was our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. So thank you everybody. Words. Thank you everybody who participated in the rites today, and everybody who gave us the requests in chat as well. This was, of course, Pyre Community Rite Night, and if you're interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, then the best way to do so is by joining the Rite Club Discord server, which you can do by clicking on that link right there. My name is Lids, I'm hosting these Rite Nights, and my streaming schedule is potentially somewhat subject to change because we just had a new game come out that we are probably going to be doing a whole lot of. But at least, I think, what we're going to do is Fridays, Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer, Saturdays, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, obviously Sundays, Pyre, Rite Night, then weeknights, potentially plural, Path of Exile 2 is the new game that just came out that we're very interested in playing more of, and we might be able to squeeze in some First Descendant, although that may be the first game to get sacrificed. I've already done that, actually, oddly enough. I have built an Orlek-themed character in Path of Exile 1, at least. Path of Exile 1, not Path of Exile 2, but I have done it. And, in fact, I think I still have a video that I created of that at one point. But yeah, that is the streaming schedule, at least, that I would expect. And then Lids Vids on YouTube as well, posting the VODs for all those streams. So if you missed anything, you can catch it there as well. Also, if you haven't done so yet already, of course, you can hit the follow button to get a notification for when I go live. And at Lids Vids on Twitter as well. I post there whenever I go live. But the best place to stay up to date on all things Lids, especially when it comes to us potentially reconfiguring the schedule a bit, is my Discord, which you can join by clicking on that link right there. That's going to be it for me for tonight, so thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch you next time.